Hello. Have you ever searched online for a health question and ended up with dozens of different answers? You are definitely not alone. The internet gives us access to an incredible amount of health information, but not all of it is accurate or even safe to follow. Today, we are going to learn three simple skills that will help you search with confidence. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to identify trusted websites for reliable health and medical information, evaluate whether online information is accurate by checking the source, author, and publication date, and apply three simple questions before trusting or sharing health information online. Let's get started. The easiest way to find reliable health information is to begin with trusted organizations. Government health websites ending in .gov are excellent places to start because they're based on scientific research rather than just opinions or advertisements. You can also trust information from well-known hospitals, universities, and professional medical organizations. One great resource is the National Institute on Aging or National Institute of Health, which provides easy to understand information specifically for older adults. Starting with a trusted website saves time and helps you avoid misinformation before you even begin reading. And remember, where the information comes from matters just as much as the information itself. And once you're looking at a trusted source, information is usually kept on a dedicated web page within the website. Those are usually titled information or news. And as you can see here with the photo on the left, on the National Institute of Health's website, it's located under a drop-down menu labeled health information, and then it's organized by topic. And then on the right-hand side, here's what some of those articles may look like once you enter that web page. So we talked about .gov URL domain extensions, and here are some of the other extensions you'll come across, and clarify that these are the last section of a website URL that you can find on a website search bar. So here are the definitions for each. .gov we already identified is a US government agency. .edu identifies an educational institution such as a school, college, or university. .org usually identifies nonprofit organizations such as medical or research societies and advocacy groups. .com identifies commercial websites such as businesses and pharmaceutical companies. As for social media, many of us see health advice on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or through posts shared by friends and family. Even if someone means well, sharing a post does not automatically make the information true. A video with thousands of likes or a post that's been shared hundreds of times is not proof that the information is accurate. Instead, use social media as a starting point, not your final answer. If you see a health claim online, take a moment to check whether it also appears on a trusted medical website. And here are a couple of things to keep in mind when those posts do come across your feed. Is the post bold? Are they making attention-grabbing claims? Do the videos feature talking heads with heavy filters or many edits on the video? Are there quotes applied to well-known figures with no other details? And simply, is the claim just too good to be true? Once you found an article, there are three things that you should always check. First, who wrote this? Who created the information? Can you identify the organization or author? Reliable websites clearly explain who wrote or reviewed the content. And on this example, you can see here that we have the reporter's name, photo, and job title. Second, when was this updated, written, or reviewed? Medical knowledge changes over time. Look for a publication date or a last reviewed date to make sure you're reading current information. In this example, you can see we have the author's name and photo again. We also have the date that it was published, and we have the name of the person who fact-checked the article as well. And number three, why was this created? What is the purpose of this website? Ask yourself whether the site is trying to educate you or sell you something. If the page is focused on selling supplements, miracle cures, or expensive products, that's a really good reason to be cautious. For this example, I found this webpage when I Googled best sleep remedies. It popped up on the first page, and then when I clicked on it, it automatically prompted me to buy a specific product. This is something to be cautious about. Putting it into practice. These are the 3 questions that you should ask before you trust or share information online. Whether you find health information online, just pause and ask yourself these 3 questions. Question 1, can I trust the source? Is it from a government agency, hospital, university, or another respected health organization? Question 2, who wrote it and is it current? Can you identify the author and was the information updated recently? Question number 3, does this claim sound realistic? Is it too good to be true? Be skeptical of promises like miracle cure or secret treatment or works for everyone. Real medical information usually explains both the benefits and the risks. If you can confidently answer these 3 questions, you are much more likely to be using trustworthy information. So here's a scenario. Let's put it into practice. Let's imagine a friend shares a social media post claiming that a common kitchen ingredient can cure arthritis overnight. Instead of sharing it immediately, you could ask yourself, 1, can I trust the source? 2, who wrote this and when? And 3, does this claim sound realistic? Then, after you ask yourself those questions and you think a bit more critically about the information, give it a search on the internet. Check a trusted website to see what medical experts say. Taking a minute to verify information can help protect both your health and the people that you care about. Remember, if something online seems surprising, alarming, or frankly, just too good to be true, it is always worth taking a second look.